Except sometimes when I sleep, the ring makes me build shrines to Satan. Though actually that was kind of beneficial, considering it was my hobby anyway.
Huh, so your magic ring and belt came from an old temple, eh? I bet that means they're pretty old.
Deduces detective, not a detective. Jeannie then arrives to awkwardly shuffle her away, hopefully from the series. Wait, are you saying you got your powers without even suffering one of Satan's unholy trials of agony? I guess? Wait, what do you mean, God? This thing is a curse. I have to feed it all the time. Boy, you can tell me of curses after you've stared into Ratnagak's eternal crotch, whilst spooning with his 47 inside-out children. Not to change the subject, but where is that earthly target, anyway? Over there where we left our... Tackle's balls unshackled. Why do I let other people talk? Teleporting to Whizzle's side is the Tandy Modem Computer Whiz Kids, by which I mean Lucy, Dedetnadette, and Jeannie. I gotta get better at these snaps. I was only trying to get you here, Lucy. Look, we lost track of the target, and it'd really help if you could use that magic ball of yours to...
No, I don't feel like it,
expresses Lucy with lack of feeling. Lich King's vestigial wings. Fine. I guess we're gonna have to split up. Lucy, you go to the Forgotten Forest of Death's Deadly Embrace.
Okay.
Dedetnadette, you just try not to eat anything toxic.
I knew you cared.
And I'll go over to the Tranny Donut Shop.
Master, I think you forgot me.
Keep dancing! It inspires me.
Yes, Master.
Meanwhile later, Stinky Diver exits the sewer he apparently felt like taking a dip in after diving into that lake. He comes out by a bridge, which, being the sewer equivalent of a rooftop, is naturally where our episodical villains Phoenix Wrong and Gorgonzella were hanging out.
A guy in a wetsuit? And here I thought we had rock bottom last time.
Come on, Gorgonzella, stop being so negative. I mean, I bet he can communicate with fish or something. Oi, yous twos. Mafflin off to the deli, me peepers panked into double fluffy magimalingas. How's in that, hey? Asks Stinky Diver whilst cranking up his Europeanness. And also the extent of his European-like mannerisms.
What?
He's wondering why there's suddenly two mages with a grudge against funky phantoms. I know, 'cause I grew up in Australia, Leeds. Allow me to explain. Pre-exposits Frieza's Kingdom Hearts nobody. You see, magic used to be like a science before society sold out to actual science.
And?
What do you mean, and? That's it. Oh, I get it now. So what you're saying is the second mage is the primordial mage who feeds on our ilk as to sate the hunger of some sort of Dolphalcameli iron bowl which was infused by alchemists into his ring. Yes, well, basically, you missed some of the political undertones, but that's the gist of it. Yes, score it for me, huh, Gorgonzella? It seems Gorgonzella has taken a trip to Meanwhile Later, wherein our hungry hero Felis Fabricator is surprised to get a visit from her. I don't know who you think you are, lady, but I'm pretty sure this encounter's gonna end with you getting eaten.
Yeah, whatever. You're still better company than those other... Huh. So I guess you already deduced that I'm a funky phantom, eh?
Wait, you're a what? To demonstrate, Gorgonzella transforms into her funky phantom form.
Wow.
Just so we're clear, I was referring to Cunnilingus earlier.
Yes, I just got that. Look, you know how you're friends with that mage called Wizard?
Friends? I can't stand the guy.
Seriously? Huh. Well, in that case, would you mind killing him?
I don't see why not. Unless... Wait, this isn't just some ploy to use me, is it?
Of course not. I mean, if you can't trust a snake, who can you trust?
Alright, fair point. Lady, you got yourself a homeless assassin. And with that line signaling the end of a scene, we go to our Some of Them Who Like to Abuse You heroine Lucy, who is now doubling back through the city.
Silly me. Forgotten Forest of Death's Deadly Embrace, not the ill-remembered woods of Doom's deathly gaze.
Hey, Homunculus, addresses an actually intended to be familiar voice. Remember me? Lucy turns around then, surprised indeed to see a surprise indeed. For it's a slightly older and taller J.K. Rowling, famed children's author and metrosexual associate to Kamen Rider 4's.
Wait, didn't I kill you?
That coming from a zombie.
Oh, I get it now. You became a funky phantom. No wonder the dolls were still hungry for flesh afterwards.
Yes, well, if you ask me, they were still happy enough to tear it up. Look, I'm not here to dwell on the past. I just want to give you this. J.K. Rowling holds up a fakey plastic magic stone. Give this to that queer guy you've been living with.
Yeah, you're gonna have to narrow that down a bit.
Andale, ipa, ha 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 ha. With that, J.K. Rowling uses his apparent newfound super speed to run circles around her and leave the scene.
The fuck was that? Well, come to think of it, this would explain how his radio show kept airing.
Meanwhile, back to later, our Arkley undermonster Salwigindarinus approaches Scarfy. Scarfy, who has for some reason returned to the same place he saw a penis salamander seaweed vagina monster just the other day. And then again this day. I just ambiguous that he's adhesive poking on the lingam. Asks Salwigindarinus. For the last time, no, I'm not giving you my autograph. There's far too many verticals and horizontals involved. Oh, ride the Cosmoshingy! Quietly screams Salwigindarinus, probably for being shot in the salamander's head on his shoulder. Do you see that? Points the mage called wizard. Whatever that thing I just shot was, that's why I'm genociding your people. There will be no place for uggos in the Neo-Wizard world order. So our bigot called the mage called wizard starts beating the ever-living piss out of Salwigindarinus. Just as he's about to finish the job, however, he's murder cockblocked by the mage called Lion. And what's worse, the runtime's gotten out of hand, so it's the end of the episode. Wizard 19, the 19th hell. We begin where we left off, Lion fighting the mage called wizard because a snake told him to. Stabby bounce poke attack. That's satanic powers or no, you're a fencing cat. Do you have any idea how many of those I've run up against in the pit? Not really, but I just noticed the funky phantom got away, so And whose fault is that? Oh, the Arkley target's still here, so... Right, I forgot about that. Falco! As declared by his talking belt, Lion calls on the power of Falco Lombardi to help him fly away. Scarfy, the diagonal painter, in tow. Meanwhile, later... No? Strangely, we just follow Lion to his landing point, which is a park presumably under construction. On landing, he drops Scarfy, and for that, Scarfy scowls at him, by which I mean continues to have the blank expression he's had throughout the entire arc. Why did you kidnap me? Scarfy fairly inquires. I'm not actually sure where to start on that one. Oh, I know. You see, a few weeks or maybe months ago, intrepid explorer Feeless Fabricator was... Yeah, I don't actually care. Can we just stop by my house real quick? Your house. Yeah, like I'm gonna let you go home after... Flashlight clicking noise. What in Houdini's Cat Mutini is that spot on the ground? No idea, but we'd better follow it, right? And so things play out predictably. Meanwhile, later, the mage called wizard hears his cell phone ringing. I'm a wizard, a wizard, Phone opening noise. Whoever's calling, do not tell me that the shipment of sacrificial children was delayed again.
It's me,
says Dedette.
And how are you not in jail? Again, I mean.
Well, they put you on my case.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, I looked up a conspicuous yellow scarf-wearing painter who only seems to draw diagonal lines for some reason in the phone book, and from there I got his address.
How would that even... I don't... Fine, what is it? Meanwhile, later still, Feeless Fabricator is fiddling with some string in Scarfy's pad. Scarfy himself is, of course, talking to a painting on the wall like a crazy person. Yes, I picked up eggnog on the way over. No, honey, it's too early for that. And we have a guest.